All right, fam. What's happening? Bobo here. Tonight on the cast, broke out the early alpha version of the standings slide and tab, which is going to be pushed through on a future and hopefully soon an upcoming version of the FalTool. I just wanted to show everybody what's going on, what it is, how it'll work with Lounge, and what they can expect, man. So just as a quick refresher, here in the tool, and if you're unfamiliar with it, just a quick refresher, Heroes Lounge has a website with very open architecture that Fal can pull data from. If you haven't used it yet, we can pull player names, team names, logos, and relevant data from the website. So Fal has created a way to pull the standings from the website in real time, so they're updated. Here over in the config, previously there for the data grabber, if you had the 4-digit match ID code, you could just go ahead and queue up the full names and get logos, player pool, and team names as well. And then what's going to be pushed in a future update is right below that. You've got league and division. And I'm going to show you guys the blank slide really quick. This is what the blank will look like. We'll just keep kind of jetting back and forth, by the way. And then over here in the tool, we just go ahead and queue up div 1. Ticker, nothing ready on that yet. Fel's trying to figure that one out. Really, right now, this is just for the standing. So if we load standings, we go ahead and we update, and then we'll shift back to our standings tab. As you can see, we now have Lounge. This is div 1. And I'm doing this in real time with the tool. Start to change things up a little bit. I can show you guys div 2. I mean, listen, everything is here. We can just keep working our way through all the divs to wind up getting the view. But div 1 actually, just because there's so few teams in it right now, actually is really good and sort of a perfect way to wind up showing off what we can do here. So jumping back over to the tool, here in the Operate Tournament tab, you've got your tournament label, which you can see up top. And then you've got some standing formats and then a table limit. So we'll set the table limit just to 12, just not to mess with anything here. But one thing to note is, these are the real-time win-loss records and order of standings there for Lounge Div 1. And I have not entered any of this information by simply using 1, 2, 3 clicks and an update. We now have all of this in here. And if you wanted to edit it out, if you wanted to start from scratch, you can go ahead and do so, or you can remove teams as need fit, or maybe make any quick fixes or edits as needed. And then the last little bit of function here, and you can see what I did actually during the Lounge matchup. This was VXA versus Abusement Park, so we went ahead and we highlighted those two teams. So if we jump back over here to the standings tab and the tool, just keep an eye out here. If we star these teams, you can see that it's slightly grayed out. Over on the standings tab, if I go ahead and I update, to push that change through, boom. In real time, we've got those two teams highlighted. Easy peasy lemon squeeze. You can go ahead and do this for whoever whatever game that you may wind up showing. Another thing here is, every intent within the tool to certainly provide all the accurate information and whatnot. So let's just say div 2 here. Let's just say we keep the standings table limit at 12. This slide will cycle through all 24 teams and just show the standings up there. This is a really good addition. This has value not just with Lounge. You can use this really for any setup. Weekend fun leagues, NGS, a new org that maybe, be coming, up and coming and you're going to wind up being a part of. If you want to try to get information out there to the viewers, what are they watching? Where are the teams currently placed that are up on screen? The standings tab is just a very nice, easy, simple, and accurate way to show that. And then all of a sudden this table starts to flip. So we'll get to that, Fal. But anyway, keep an eye out, guys. We'll be pushing this through soon. Much appreciated and much love to Crow and Fal.